discussions with the European
but you see,
Commission.
as long as we're grounded, effectively grounded, and lots of questions like this one from David in Kinvara, when are you going to unleash a plan for the aviation industry to return to normal? Staff in Shannon Airport have been laid off, many since April of last year. Cork and Dublin airports badly affected. The way it looks, more staff in Cork and Dublin will be laid off very soon, and there are 143,000 jobs at stake in the aviation sector. Someone else telling me how many billions it's worth to us every year, and yet it, is being pretty much ignored on the basis that it'll recover.
I had a very good meeting last Friday with my colleague Minister Hildegard Napton with the whole range of representatives from the aviation industry, and you're right, they're in a real crisis, similar to our own tourism industry and to the hospitality and the arts sectors. There are certain sectors that are really worst hit by COVID. We had a very good discussion in terms of how we manage this, and one of the things I think we can all agree on, the last thing we want is a kind of an opening up only to that to be followed by further restrictions again. That kind of opening, closing, the yo-yoing is the one that would be the worst. So, and we are still in a very particular phase while we get the vaccines out to key vulnerable groups and get our numbers down. This isn't the time to kind of be thinking about, we can open up everything now. Or
don't we have to? Isn't that the whole idea that governments do? They plan for eventualities. At a particular level of vaccination, we'll do this. At a particular level of infection, we'll do that. That's what governments are there for. I mean, if it's muddling through, we can all muddle through on our own. Yeah, but we need governments to actually plan for us.
Yes, but just a slight concern. Go back to what you said. We have an existing problem where we have people going on holidays. That's okay and fine at this moment in time, as we were only discussing earlier on. If we start to put out plans, travel's going to open up at this time, and this, there's a risk that actually immediate behaviour would change, that we wouldn't get that real attention to what we still need to focus on in the next few weeks in terms of keeping numbers down. There'll be all sorts of mixed messages around that. And yes, we want to get our tourism industry back and hospitality back and the aviation back, absolutely. But we're best doing that, as I said, in terms of firstly getting the numbers down, working with our European colleagues in having a real standardised system, and that may include the further elaborations on the whole traffic light system within Europe and other traffic, flight and travel public health-based mechanisms, which may well include the kind of recognising that those who have vaccines and so on are so that I'm not ruling that out. But I just am slow to, firstly, before it being agreed, secondly, before the public health officials are even comfortable with the science behind it. For us to speculate on that, I think is a bit premature. I think it's best to work on those plans. They're not finalised. Any kind of false, kind of giving a false hope by saying, we think it might be like that. I don't think the public want that. I think they want to know when we have real clarity on it what exactly it is. But
Minister, I hate to mention, but we needed clarity on masks, so we were late with the masks, and we needed clarity on would quarantining in hotels be acceptable, and we're 6-7 months late on that. While we're waiting for clarity, we seem to put all our planning in abeyance.